Founded in 1985, Canstar Restorations is a unique full-service restoration company in British Columbia. Today, the company has grown to 4 locations covering more than 50,000 square feet. President Jay Dargatz talks about the reasons for the company's growth.
As a company, we've grown. You work for more companies, you develop relationships with more companies, you become an approved vendor, so the amount of work you get from individual companies increases. The population's grown, the amount of buildings and homes in the whole entire Lower Mainland has increased dramatically in 10 years, so we've grown due to various reasons, and we like to think a lot of it is because we've provided a level of service that they appreciate and that they see the value in.
On an average day, the claims come in and they go to the receptionist, which is then assigned to a project manager through their PC, and they're assigned to someone like Greg. At any given time, Greg has a number of claims on the go, probably at this particular time, anywhere around 100 to 140 claims. In any given day, we can see as many as 3 to 5 to 10, sometimes up to 40 floods come in one day. So this is the nerve center of the Emergency Services Department. As you can see, they're a busy group. Approximately 150 claims on the go with water damages alone right now that this division looks after. One of the things we take pride in is that we are Western Canada's licensed operator of the water out drying system. When it comes to serious drying, this machine right here will handle about a 4,000 to 6,000 square foot house, utilizing an air exchange system and a heating system that will handle a tremendous amount of moisture. Instead of collecting it on coils like the other machines do, this particular machine will actually take the moisture, generate heat, cause evaporation, and then just extract the water from the house with an exchange system. It's very common that this unit, put into practice, has the ability to dry a normal house that has experienced a freshwater claim in approximately 3 to 5 days. So what happens when the contents come into this location? They're either binned and stored inside the bins or on pallets and go into storage. So when a claim first comes into our warehouse, we have to make sure that it's dry. We have a drying chamber right there if things come in wet. When the items come in here to be processed, they are then first of all sorted between electronics, soft goods, furniture, normal kitchen or house items, and then or electronics, and then they go to the proper location to be processed. Part of the processing will involve, first of all, drying and deodorizing items that come in. This is both a humidity control area and also deodorizing chamber. It's set up with heaters, ozone machines, UV lights, things like that take away the, look after the odor that some of this goes through. The most important thing that any item that comes in here, it has to be dried quickly. Upon drying the electronics, they then would come into the electronics department where they would go through some analysis. Peter would actually do a diagnostics on the machinery, on the equipment that comes in here, the electronics that come in here, and determine whether it was valuable enough to actually repair. And then upon evaluation, either mark it as a non-restorable or determine whether it's going to be restored. This is our electronics processing department. Again, upon assessment, establishing whether an item can be restored, then we go toward the cleaning of it. Unique aspect of this machinery is it uses deionized water, so it can be cleaned. It can effectively clean electronics. Deionized water does not carry a charge, and it allows us to clean items we normally wouldn't be able to clean. Once the item is cleaned and rinsed and air washed, it then goes into an oven that it can be dried now at a temperature of about 120 degrees, and thus allowing us to dry the item very quickly. So in about a half an hour, that TV will be dry. When we are confronted with having to clean large electronics, then we have the same type of device as we had in the other room, but in a larger fashion. We actually have a deionized water washing station, pressure washing station here that can actually clean large appliances, that allows us to restore a lot of appliances that we normally wouldn't have been able to clean in the past, because it would have been so time consuming and so meticulous, whereas we can just pressure wash these items now using deionized water.
When items arrive, employees sort through the boxes and determine whether the items can be restored. If the answer is yes, an appropriate course of action specific to each item is chosen. For example, some items are cleaned in one of the standard wet cleaning stations, but others, especially those damaged by sewer, fire, or a flood, are put through a special process.
One of the things that are unique to the cleaning industry now, especially the restoration industry, is the use of ultrasonic cleaning. A process that we call the fire line system is very effective in cleaning boxed items that come out of a house that is covered with smoke or even just normal water damage.
During the pre-wash phase, items are placed in a pre-soaked solution for about 2 minutes. It's important employees wear gloves at this point, as the water temperature is about 144 degrees. The ultrasonic cleaner is similar to what jewelry cleaners use, but on a commercial scale. Items are subjected to the process for a couple of minutes before being removed. And of course, the ultrasonic process is fully automated. Once thoroughly cleaned, the items are carefully rinsed and are now ready to be dried.
At this point, then the tray is either hand dried or it's brought into the drying room. It is usually maintained about 100 to 120 degrees. Within a couple of minutes, the items are dried. If we need to do any deodorization, we can use either an ozone generator or we can use a UV light or an ultraviolet light system, and it'll give everything a nice fresh smell.